and know and transcend. And so we have to understand that there is abuse in the home. There is abuse in the society. There is abuse in the school. Our young people, these brilliant young men standing behind me, they have talked to me about what is it that young people need? What is it that young people need in order to see themselves, to not fall victim of all of society's illusions? And one of the things they said they need truth in education. The purpose of education, K through 12, know thyself. And our children go to schools where they learn about everybody else and leave there with no sense of who they are. And so for our children not to know who they are, it puts them at risk to trying to be somebody else. Maybe an American gangster, I don't know. But our challenge is recognizing that our young people need truth in education. And as parents, we get very proud when our children become 4.0 GPA students in myths, lies, and stereotypes. We get very proud when the illusions that they learn in school, they take out into the streets and start judging themselves and each other with somebody else's definition of who they are. We get very proud when we don't understand that we are their first teachers. And what we want them to learn, we need to be teaching it in the home. And if we don't know it, that means it is our responsibility to go get it so that we can bring it home and bring it to our communities. And so that the child next door doesn't have it, they can learn it at your house. Each one teach one, each one reach one, each one bring one home. Our challenge in loving ourselves is to understand that we are the role models for the children. The hardest part of parenting is not teaching children what to do, it's modeling the behavior for them. Our actions speak so much louder than our words. And one of our challenges is understanding the power of our words. In the beginning was the word, and a thought became a thing. What kind of words are we using in our households? How are we talking to one another? How we're allowing other people to talk to one another within our own household? Are we respecting ourselves and one another? Are our words rooted in truth or in illusion? Do we spend our time talking about our material possessions, or do we understand that we are our wealth? And do we understand not only that our physical bodies are our wealth, our mental, that's your wealth. What are you polluting your wealth with? What kind of music are you listening to that is telling you to be less than who you are, to treat people less than who they are? There's food for the mind, too. What are we putting in our bodies that are polluting and poisoning our bodies in the name of it tastes good? Just because it's edible doesn't mean it will nurture your soul, nurture your spirit. You see, you can't be upset if other people are killing your children outside if you're killing them at home. We have to take responsibility to understand that truth is truth everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere. And that love, unconditional, boundless acceptance of self and others transcends and transforms. How do we start to address justice when we understand that we're not talking about just changing laws? Dr. Martin Luther King was a civil rights worker. He talked about changing laws. And as he neared the end of his brilliant life, he said, we have to do more than change laws. And he and Malcolm X sat down and said, this is not a civil rights issue. This is a human rights issue. How do we as human beings begin to elevate humanity? We elevate humanity one human being at a time. It starts with you. What can you do? Love yourself. What does that mean? Stop self-destructing. You know what you do that is self-destructing. I know what I do that is self-destructing. That's where it starts. And then what do? You share and model the behavior with everyone around you. I am a mother. I have shed tears. I have shed tears not only for the death of Trayvon Martin, not only for the death of my grandson's peers, not only for the death of the unknown children. I've shed tears for the death of the children that aren't even born yet. That's why we have to begin to understand that you are the change that you've been waiting for. You are the change that you are looking for. And the good news is, with love in your heart, you have come equipped. You see, the things that block us from loving one another is we haven't learned how to forgive. And I know it's real unpopular to call for the forgiveness of someone who has taken a life. But I'm going to tell you that the reason I'm calling for that forgiveness is because all you wish for him, you're wishing for yourself. And each and every one of us knows that the hardest person to forgive is us. And when we learn how to truly forgive ourselves, we understand that all forgiveness is a self-forgiveness. All love is a self-love. The healing must begin. And the healing starts with us. I hope this day is the beginning of many days of us coming together, not for a tragedy, but to celebrate, truly celebrate the transformation. So I'm going to lead, but I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. I am brilliant.
Brilliant.
I am powerful.
Powerful.
I am limitless. I am love. Transforming my world. Thank you very much.